Hey there, life editors! Thank you so much for joining me today. I am super excited to have you here with me because in just a few days, Life Editor Academy starts up again. And I have been waiting for this for almost 2 years. I don't know if you noticed, but there was this little thing called the pandemic that went on, and a lot of us had to pivot and shift and do different things in our businesses that we couldn't have done before. So a lot of the things that I used to do, which I love doing live retreats. And that actually wasn't possible when we were going through this health crisis. So I reconfigured a few things and I was able to bring back Life Editor Academy in virtual form. Now, of course, when it's safe, I am definitely bringing back the live retreats. But for now, we can enjoy our mastermind group virtually. And because it's virtual, there's a lot of things that we couldn't do before. Like now we can have virtual retreats every single month. Like it was not cost effective to have you doing retreats every single month in prior versions of the Academy. Like, would you be flying every single month to come to a retreat? But now we can do them all virtually. And this has also lowered the price and it has allowed me to reach other people. And I am so happy with this new version of the Academy. I'm actually really impressed with how I was able to polish it up and make it even better than it was before. I think you're going to love this version of the Academy too. All right, so Life Editor Academy is starting in just a few days. You've got until Tuesday, June 29th, 2021 to apply. And I am doing this call today because I've been getting some questions about the Academy. And I know a lot of you are new in my subscriber list, you're new followers on YouTube, wherever. You probably have not heard about the Academy unless you're a longtime follower. So if you have started following me within the past 2 years, you probably have no idea what the Academy is. Donna, hi, so glad to have you here. Thanks for watching live. Yeah, so for those of you who are here on the live call, go ahead and give me a hello. Tell me where you're calling in from and type into the comments. You can comment on Facebook, or you can comment on YouTube. I see them all as they come in. So go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know where you're calling from and what you're excited about this year. What kind of goals are you working on this year? I would love to hear what things are important for this second half of the year. Can you believe that? Can you believe we are on the precipice of July and we're already going into the second half of the year? And that's exactly why I have the Academy starting, because I want my Academy ladies to feel totally in control and totally capable and excited about what they're going to do for the second half of the year, so they can end the year. Like my ultimate goal is for my Academy ladies to end the year thinking, I don't even want to set New Year's resolutions because I already achieved everything I wanted. I want you to feel that amazing by the end of the year. Donna, beautiful downtown Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Woo! Great. Glad to have you here. I am calling in from Los Angeles, and it's still morning here. The sun is slowly rising here. But today we're going to have this Life Editor Academy Q&A chat. I'm going to answer a bunch of questions, and I know you have some questions too. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So if you have questions about the Academy, or what is life editing, or who is this sage lady anyway, go ahead and leave a comment, and I'm going to be answering your questions during today's call. But here's the thing. I know we're having this call where most people in the US might be able to attend, but I know that over 40% of my followers are not from the United States. So you might be sleeping right now as this is going on, or you might be at work, or you might be with your kids, or whatever. So if you're watching this replay, that is totally fine. Go ahead and leave your comments, leave your questions, and I will be coming back and answering all of your comments and questions over the next few days. Remember, we've got until Tuesday the 29th to apply for Life Editor Academy. Ton of show off. I know. It's really beautiful here in LA. It's bright. It's sunny. It's like the perfect weather that I just love. And I do love living on the West Coast, definitely. Okay, so let's start off. What is Life Editor Academy? What is that? Especially for you new folks, if you've been following me for less than 2 years, you have no idea what the Academy is. So the Academy is a mastermind group for ambitious women who want to achieve their great big goals that maybe they haven't been able to achieve on their own. They want to edit their lives. If they have businesses, they want to improve their businesses or start a business from scratch. They want accountability. They want support. And the thing about life editing, because I'm a life coach first and foremost, the thing about life editing is that it's not just from one area of your life. We're not just doing your business. We're not just doing your health. We're not just doing your money. We're doing it all. We do health. We do your home. We do finances. We do your family. We do business. And as I like to say, we do busyness. We talk about everything, every area of your life in Life Editor Academy. Because you might join thinking, okay, I'm going to join Life Editor Academy. I want to work on my business. That's what I'm working on. And that's great. But as you start moving along and as you start working on your goals, you're going to realize that there are other areas of your life that are all interconnected. Like really, the work that you do is interconnected with how you feel about yourself. Your health is certainly connected with how you go about your days and your relationships too. Money is connected to everything. Oh my gosh, we have so many good conversations about money. So Life Editor Academy is a chance for all these women to come together and really edit their lives. Even if you're completely new to life editing, that's totally fine, because we go through my coaching framework, the life editing process. We go through it together, one step per month. So you really, really get a deep dive into life editing in all areas of your life. So Donna says, even though I worked on goals before and have not set goals, just kind of trudging along, and I can't afford to do that at 58. You can't afford to trudge along at 18. We can't afford to trudge along at any point of our lives. I totally understand, Donna. Yeah, there's a lot of us who maybe we kind of vaguely have these goals like, oh, it'd be nice to earn more money, or, I really should change my career and get a new job, or, I'd really like to connect with some friends and have some good relationships in my life, but we don't do it. I mean, we've all been there. Like, how many of you have made a New Year's resolution and then you give it up by February? We have these goals, we have these things that we want to do in our lives, but it's about implementing them and making those project plans and using every single day to inch forward closer to those goals. And that's exactly what the Academy does. So big picture, it's a mastermind group for ambitious women who want to edit every area of their lives and businesses together. Now, we do have to step back a little bit because I said mastermind group. What's a mastermind group? Maybe you've never heard the term mastermind group, but a mastermind group literally means a big mind, a master mind. A mastermind group is when a bunch of women or whoever come together to create one driving force. So it's a lot of minds coming together to do something good, to work on a goal, or in this case, to learn life editing and apply it to their lives. Here's the thing about working on your own. I know that you're capable. I know you're talented. I know you're super smart. I know all of the people who follow me are brilliant women, and I believe that you can do the work and reach your goals. I don't believe we can all do it on our own. And I also don't believe that we should feel like we have to do it on our own. I mean, I certainly don't achieve all of my goals on my own. I have help. I have support. I have mentors. I have people who know more than me giving me advice and different perspectives. And that's the brilliant thing about a mastermind group. Sometimes you can reach your goals a lot faster when you have other people supporting you. I mean, think about that. If you're working on your goals and it gets hard, because it's going to get hard. Like, I'm just telling you the truth here. No matter what goal you're working on, it's going to get hard. Whether you're trying to get healthy, whether you're trying to save money, whether you're trying to buy a house, whether you're trying to switch careers, whether you're starting a business from scratch, whatever it is, it's going to get hard at some point. And when things get hard, if you're the only one working on it, if you're the only person who knows about your goals or who's invested in your goals, then you're going to let yourself down. You're going to say no, I need a break. I can't do this. And you might freeze up. You might stall. You might not put yourself out there in the best way. But if you're in a mastermind group and you have those other minds there supporting you, they're not going to let you break the promises that you make to yourself. They're going to hold you accountable. That's the whole point of a mastermind group. We are stronger together. So when things get hard, you can get advice from your accountability partners. You can see an outside perspective. You can get a different viewpoint that's not all in your head. Like, leave a comment and let me know, how many times do you get stuck in your head wondering, should I do it this way? Should I do it this way? What about that? Am I overthinking this? Yes, you're probably overthinking it. So let me know, when have you gotten all up in your head and then didn't do anything? Because there was no sounding board. There was no one to bounce ideas off of. There was no one to tell you that you weren't going crazy. I mean, don't we kind of need that? Don't we need people in our lives to let us know that we're not going crazy? That's the whole point of a mastermind group. You're going to reach your goals faster and with less overwhelm because you have people who are invested in your success and who want to see you succeed. And you're going to be able to help them. There is a give and take here. It's not just everyone supporting you. You're going to support everyone else too. Let me know if this has happened to you, that sometimes when you're working on your goals, it's hard to make progress. It's hard to do the work because just like, oh, it's just my goal. But it's really easy for you to give advice and to cheer on someone else. And I want you to have that give and take in the mastermind group, because you might be really good at giving advice. You might be really good at supporting other people, but you need people supporting you too. We can't just be martyrs helping everyone else. We need other people being that same way back to us. So yeah, Donna said all the time. Yeah, I know, we all feel like this. So that's the whole point of a mastermind group. You get many different minds working together. Everyone gets the support and accountability. You're going to see those outside perspectives and different viewpoints that you can't see on your own. So that's what a mastermind group, and Life Editor Academy is a mastermind group. So you might have seen that lots of other people are doing mastermind groups, and not just coaches, but other types of businesses have mastermind groups where lots of people get together for one kind of common goal. They're all working on something together, and they're all supposed to be supporting each other together. But what makes Life Editor Academy different than those other mastermind programs? And there's some really good programs out there. And I've actually taken many, many mastermind group programs over the past few years. And I knew I wanted mine to be different. One thing that I really wanted to make clear is that it's going to be the best of both worlds. So you're going to get your group coaching that comes along with a mastermind group, where the whole group gets to work together, gets coaching, gets advice and strategies together in a big group coaching type of situation. But you are also getting private coaching with me. So that's what I mean, the best of both worlds. You're going to have time to work in the group and work on group stuff together, but you're also going to have private time with me during video calls, just me and you, one-on-one. And I think that's so important. And this is something that's missing in a lot of those other mastermind groups. And I've had clients who have joined the Academy, and they've said that in other mastermind groups, it was all group coaching, which is great. But when you're coaching a group, when you're coaching 10, 50, 500 people, you have to kind of keep the advice a little vague. It has to be general. The advice that you share to dozens of people has to be applicable to most of them. And sometimes that means you don't get really, really deep work, and you don't get that personalized advice. Like, okay, there's the general advice for everyone, but what about me? What about my unique situation? What about the things that are different and unique just for me? So that's what a group coaching situation is like. It's got to be general for everyone. But if it doesn't also have that one-on-one private coaching, then you're really missing out, because that's the time that we get to say, like, okay, we were talking about finances in general for everyone, but you have this specific issue with your finances, and we can really get nitty gritty, which is wonderful. I love being able to have those private one-on-one calls with my Academy members, because they're not being left behind. They're not feeling like I'm just throwing out generic strategies like reach your goals, do your work, be productive. Like, I'm actually helping them with how they think and how they work and their specific situations. So Life Editor Academy, it is a marriage of both of those, private coaching and group coaching. And the best mastermind groups have both. I will say one thing. The private coaching must be with who you think you are signing up with. It must be with the coach that you are signing up with. I can't tell you how many of my clients have joined other mastermind groups, and this has happened to me too. I've joined other groups too, where it felt like there was a bait and switch. You sign up and you're like, oh, I'm going to get private coaching with XYZ coach or coach X or whatever. But when you actually join, you are being coached by one of that coach's assistants or assistant coaches. So you're working with someone at a lower level who doesn't have exactly the type of information and strategies and experiences that you want to grab from. You're talking with someone who, I don't know, maybe not be as invested with you. And I think that's really a disservice if you're going to have a mastermind program and market it as people are going to be coached by you. It can't just be the general group coaching. It's got to be the private coaching too. You can't pass off your private coaching because that's what they really, really want. So I'm going to just put that out there that when you join the academy, you are actually working with me. I'm not going to pawn you off on one of my assistants. It's actually me you're going to be talking to one-on-one. All right. So when does Life Editor Academy start? Well, the next session is coming up so soon. Like I mentioned before, the last day that you can apply is Tuesday, June 29th, 2021. So that's just a few days away. I'm looking at my calendar. It is coming up. That's the last day you can apply. And if you apply by that date, once you submit your application, then we'll set up a free discovery call where we'll go over all of the expectations for the academy and what you're bringing to the table, what we can help you with, and we'll talk about payment plans. But the academy officially starts on July 5th, Monday, July 5th, and it runs July through November. So we got July, August, September, October, November. So 5 months all together in the academy, July through November. And oh, there just happens to be 5 steps of my life editing process. Imagine that. So each month during the academy, we're going to be deep diving into one step of my life editing process framework. And it's going to be so powerful. We're going to have video trainings, we're going to have group calls, we're going to have retreats, book clubs, all sorts of things around that one step for each month. It's really a concentrated effort into life editing. So it's July from November, and then December is off. And then the next session starts in January. It goes for another 5 months. So if you are thinking about Life Editor Academy, and it feels like the perfect fit for you, go ahead and submit your application, because before any money is exchanged, we're going to have a private call. You're going to actually talk to me for real, no robots. You're going to talk to me, and we're going to talk about why you want to join the academy, what you can get out of it, and we'll talk about payment plans. So there's really like no risk just to apply and get on a call with me. If you're still not sure, you won't be able to join the academy again until January. So I'm just putting it out there. If you really want to rock out the rest of the year, go ahead and apply for Life Editor Academy. Let's talk about your goals, because you won't be able to do anything in the academy until January. That's your next chance. So just putting it out there. If you're ready to rock and roll and you're ready to get some stuff done this year, now's the time to join. All right. Another question. What does the academy include? Sorry, we had another question here. Donna said, what's the cost? I gotta say, this is by far the most popular question. What's the cost? What's the cost? Yes, I'm gonna get to that. I have it a little later, but let's talk about it now. Can we talk about money now? So let me be really transparent about the cost. It is also on the info page, which I have linked below in the description. So Life Editor Academy is a 5-month mastermind program. You're going to get private coaching with me. You're going to get group coaching with everyone. We have monthly virtual retreats. Do you remember my Life Editor weekend from a few weeks ago? We have those every single month. So we got virtual retreats. We got a book club. We got accountability partners. We have much more going on. So what does it cost? Well, Life Editor Academy, there are 2 options that I have right now. You can do monthly payments or a full payment. If you do monthly payments, it's $300 per month for 5 months. So 300, 300, 300 for 5 months, $300 a month for 5 months. The total ends up being $1,500. Or you can pay in full and get a bit of a discount. The discounted full payment is $1,250, so $1,250. Just double checking my numbers here. So you've got two options: a payment plan, $300 a month for 5 months for a total of $1,500, or pay in full and get a bit of a discount, $1,250, $1,250 if paid in full. So I know not everybody can pay in full, but I do want to reward the people who are all in, they are ready to go, and they're quick deciders and they want to pay in full. That is 100% okay with me, and I do want to reward the people who do that. So that is the cost. However, I know that some people are already balking, like, I can't afford this, I can't afford this. I have a video coming out on Monday that's going over all of the excuses about why you might still be on the fence in the academy. But I will say that if there are issues with payment, or you just want to talk about payment plans, or you want me to reinforce to you that it is worth it, go ahead and fill out the academy application. And on there, you'll see I ask you, do you want the payment plan? Do you want the full payment, or other? I can't tell you how many people have hit other and they're like, Sage, I just want to talk to you about money. And for a few people, we have come up with different payment plans. Like, I'm still getting paid, they're still getting value. But if you need to talk about different payment plans, then let's talk. That's the whole point of having a call after you apply. I'm not some kind of ogre here being like, you better pay me this way. Let's talk about it. Let's figure out a way where you can join the academy and get the support that you need. And then I can also get the income from my services. There's got to be a give and take there. So Donna, I hope that answers your question. $300 a month for 5 months, or pay in full $1,250. All right. If you got any other questions about money, leave a comment below. And also on Monday, I've got a new video coming out that goes over all of the excuses that you might have about staying on the fence and not joining the academy. And money is a big part of that video. All right. So if that's the cost, what do you get? What do we get, Sage? What's in the box? So Life Editor Academy has a lot of stuff. Now, I know it's only a 5-month program, and you might be thinking, well, I've been in other mastermind groups that are a year long. And if you remember, if you've been following me for a while, I've done different versions of the academy. I did year-long versions of the academy for at least like 2 or 3 years. And then I did year-long and 6-month ones going at the same time. And what I found is that the ladies who did the 6-month versions got better results, faster results too, and bigger results than the ladies who did the year-long version. Any guesses? Any guesses why that is? A shorter mastermind group program creates a better sense of urgency. I would notice that with a year-long program, they would start off great for a few months, and then they would kind of sag and not get stuff done during the summer. And then there'd be a mad dash at the end in November and December. I don't want that to happen to you. I want your energy and your commitment to always be level. I want you to be chugging along the entire time and feeling motivated and inspired the entire time. So that's why I chunked down the academy and shortened it to just 5 months. And this really works for me and for my clients because it's shorter. So you're not going to have that lull that maybe a year-long program would give you. It's more concentrated. So there's no filler content, or you don't feel like, what am I supposed to be doing this month? And you're just trying to like fill time. And it's also a great way to match up with my life editing process, which is 5 steps. So before we'd go through my process twice, but this time you can't just push things off to be like, oh, I'll do that thing when we get to that step next time. No, this is your one and only chance to go through the deep dive of my life editing process. So it's concentrated, it's urgent. There's no lull, there's no filler. It's really just a jam-packed, smaller version of the academy. So in this 5-month mastermind group, we're going to edit every area of your life and business. Like I said before, it's all connected. You Can't just do one without doing the others. We're also going to go through my 5 steps of my life editing process, and we're going to go much, much deeper than maybe you've done in any of my other programs. You get private coaching calls with me. In fact, you get 10 private coaching calls with me over the course of the 5 months. And you have the autonomy to schedule those calls whenever you need them. So let's say you're going on vacation. Well, fine, then you can not have calls for a few weeks. Or let's say you have a great big launch coming up for your business and you want 3 calls in 1 week. Well, good. You can go ahead and set up 3 calls in 1 week. So you can put your coaching calls, your one-on-one coaching calls with me, however it makes sense to you in the program. So you got 5 months and you got 10 calls. You can spread them out any way that makes sense to you. But that's not all. You also get 5 monthly group coaching calls with me. So these are around 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours long. So every single month, you're going to have group coaching. We're going to get on Zoom, all the ladies together, so we can all see each other. We can all talk. We're going to go over our successes, our challenges, what we're working on for that month, where we're struggling, and talk about the kind of support that we need. I think that's really important in the academy to be upfront and say, hey, I'm working on this thing. I need support about this. Help me out here. Give me some advice. Give me a pep talk, whatever it is that you need. So those are our group calls where we get on the group call together, really supporting everyone so that everyone knows what everyone else is working on. Like, that's the point of the mastermind group. It's not just you and your little goals all by yourself. You're going to be involved in what everyone else is doing. And we also have more group coaching because every single month we have a virtual retreat, which right now is going to be around 3 hours long. So you get the group coaching calls, plus you get 5 monthly virtual retreats. So these retreats are themed with each step of the life editing process. And they're 3 hours long where everyone jumps on Zoom and we do some really, really deep work. So I got to say, the first virtual retreat that's coming up in July, it's Design Your 12-Week Master Action Plan, or MAP. And that's a good way to describe it because it is your map for the next 12 weeks. You guys know this, if you've been following me for any amount of time, that all of my clients work in 12-week chunks. We don't do annual goals. We only do 12-week plans. And again, like we talked about, it's urgent so that you're always moving forward and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. But 12 weeks is also enough time to see sustained results. 12 weeks is enough time to see weight loss. 12 weeks is enough time to see your savings grow or your debts go down. 12 weeks is enough time to establish your business and start earning money. 12 weeks is enough time for improving any of your relationships that you might have. So that's why we do 12-week plans. And the very first retreat in July is designing your 12-week plan. And then let me quickly, well, I'm going to talk about the retreats in a minute, but let me quickly go through the other retreats we got. We've got your ultimate life cleanup, which is a great one, habit transformation, productivity superstar, and sustainable self-care. So you can see how each one of those 3-hour retreats every month goes along with a different step of my life editing process. All right. Also, I do just want to make sure that you understand that the retreats for this session are virtual. You do not need to buy a plane ticket. You do not need to pack your swimsuit. As much as I loved hosting my retreats in the past at glamorous, luxurious resorts or in beautiful vacation homes, which we will get back to there. I promise we will get back to live retreats at some point. But for this year, this session of the Academy, it's all going to be virtual. And that keeps the price down. That makes sure you don't have to buy plane tickets or travel anywhere. It makes sure that you're taking care of your health. And it gives us a chance to have even more retreats. We're doing a retreat every single month, as opposed to just 1 or 2 during a session. All right, so we talked about private coaching, group coaching, the retreats, and then also I have an optional monthly book club. So we have a book club, and I'm saying optional because you guys know I'm a former book editor. I love reading. And I know a lot of my clients are in the publishing world or they're writers too. So of course I'm going to have a book club, but I know not everyone is a reader. Not everyone likes reading. Other people might not have enough time to read as well. So we're going to have an optional book club where I'm going to tell you books that go along with whatever step we're working through that month. and it's up to you to choose whether or not you read the book. I think most people end up reading the book club selections because it's fun, because it's great to get another perspective, and it gives us something to talk about on our group calls. So the start of the group calls, we go over our check-ins, our successes, challenges, where we're going next. And the second part of the group call, we're going to go over what you learned from your book that we read that month. I will say that this session, we might add something a little bit different. We always have a book club because I'm a book editor. That's what we do. But I've been talking to some of the other ladies who have already joined. And I mentioned this right now. We've already have 5 ladies who have joined the Academy. So we have a few spots left, but there's already a great group that's already joined. And I've talked to a few of them, and we were thinking of doing a movie club as well. A movie club where the movies would go along with whatever step of the life editing process we're focusing on. So leave a comment and let me know, would you be interested in a movie club as part of the Academy? So what we were thinking of is choosing a movie that goes along with whatever step we're working on. And then we would either watch that movie on our own, or we would do those watch parties. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like if everyone has like a Disney Plus account, we can do a watch party where it starts playing for everyone at the same time. So we are literally watching the movie at the same time all together. I think Netflix has a version of that and HBO Max has a version of that. So let me know if you're interested in addition to a book club, a movie club. Because I got to tell you, I'm a big movie fan too. I love watching movies. And I would think that would be really fun to kind of watch a movie together and talk about it. Like, what did we learn? What did we learn about making changes and being our true selves while watching a movie? So let me know if that sounds interesting. All right, more stuff that you get in the Academy. You get accountability partners. And I know you might be thinking, well, it's a mastermind group. Of course, it's accountability. We're all helping each other. But this is even more specific. So in some of the mastermind groups that I've done in the past, they've said, go ahead and find your accountability partners in the group and support each other and check in with each other. And it's been kind of vague. I can tell you this one mastermind group that I joined many years ago, it was just like, choose someone to be your accountability partner. And this was a big mastermind group. This was at least 300 or 400 people in this mastermind group. It was huge. And we were just like left to our own devices. Go ahead and find an accountability partner, check in with each other. And I was great about doing that. And this was a business-focused mastermind group. And I had an accountability partner for a while. And then she closed her business and decided not to do the program anymore. So I was like, okay. So then I had to find another accountability partner. And after a few months, that person closed her business and wasn't a part of the mastermind group. So I was floundering around trying to find an accountability partner who was actually invested in learning, actually invested in doing the work. And I think that was really frustrating for me that a lot of people joined just kind of to try it out, or they wanted something to do, but there wasn't a real drive to actually implement the work. And a lot of that was maybe because of the size of the mastermind group, because you didn't get one-on-one coaching with the actual coach, which was really bizarre. But I was floundering without true accountability. And that was so, so frustrating. And then one more story, another coaching program that I joined was much smaller. So I was like, all right, it's a small group. There was like 12 of us. And I was like, well, I'm going to get the accountability that I need. And that coach said, okay, go ahead and find your accountability partners. And all of the other ladies like paired up into these little cliques and totally excluded me. Like I tried to get in with them and they just would not call me, would not email me, would not check in with me. It was always me trying to connect with them. Well, I could see on Facebook and in our private portal that they were hanging out, that they were doing group calls together, just them doing their own accountability thing, that they were really cheering each other on. No one was cheering me on. And it was so, so hurtful. And I knew when I started the Academy that I did not want that to happen to anyone in the Academy. So this is why, for one, you have to apply for the Academy. You can't just join, because I want to make sure that the people who are in the Academy are all in, that they're serious about reaching their goals and they're serious about supporting the other women. I don't leave accountability partners up in the air, like find a partner. I assign accountability partners. And I do this for a few reasons. First, I assign accountability partners so that you get to know everyone in the group. We switch accountability partners every month. So month 1, you might be with Sally. Month 2, you might be with Anne. Month 3, you might be with Elsa, whoever. And that gives you a chance to get different perspectives and to be involved with the entire group. You're not just going to have one accountability partner. It's just you two against the world. You're going to get to know everyone in the group and be able to support everyone in the group. It also ensures that no one gets left aside, no one gets pushed aside, no one gets forgotten, which, gosh, that was so painful for me when I was in that group. And I don't want that to happen to any of my Academy members. You are going to get support. You're not going to be pushed away or whatever. You're going to get the real support that you need. And I think that by being a coach, you have to be a leader. And I don't think those other coaches and those other mastermind groups were being true leaders. They were kind of just saying, do whatever you want. And that's not what a coach does. A coach literally coaches you. I had a whole rant about this in Life Editor Weekend a few weeks ago. But a coach has to coach. You can't just leave people up to do whatever. Like, oh, that's your goal? Good luck with that. Or find some accountability somewhere. Like, you can't do that. That's not a good coach. A coach actually has to coach. A coach has to lead. So I'm being a leader in my mastermind group and assigning accountability partners. So everyone gets attention. So everyone knows what everyone else is working on and no one gets left behind. Woo! That is my rant about accountability partners. Leave a comment and let me know, do you have an accountability partner and how does that work? How often do you check in with each other? I recommend that my accountability partners in the Academy check in with each other at least once a week. They can do it by text or phone call or video call or email or direct messages, whatever works for them. But they do need to check in with each other. All right. Another thing you get in the Academy is we have a private membership site. So we have our own private portal where all of our videos and our worksheets and our resources go. We also video record the group calls and video record the retreats, and those go up in the portal too. So if you ever can't make it to a retreat, you can still have access to all of the videos. We also have a private Facebook group, which is a really fast way for everyone to interact and to just ask their questions and get support quickly. So I do offer that Facebook group too. It's also a great way for us to do our monthly challenges or share pictures of what we're working on. So I do like to have that extra Facebook group element. And there's a lot more. There's a lot more in the Academy, but I can't really share everything here. But I will say that there's a lot of fun stuff that we do. There's a lot of surprises, and it's really, really a wonderful program. So let me just recap that real quick. Here's what you get in the Academy. It's a 5-month mastermind group, July through November. 10 coaching calls with me one-on-one. You get 5 monthly group coaching calls. You get 5 monthly virtual retreats. There's an optional book club and possibly an optional movie club. Let me know what you think. And you get accountability partners to support you. And we get a private membership site and Facebook group. Leave a comment and let me know what part of that is most exciting to you. Is it the accountability partners? Is it the one-on-one time with me? Is it the retreats? I know I'm really, really looking forward to the retreats because I have fun. I have fun when we have themed retreats. And I love having like a good, long, luxurious amount of time to really, really get some work done. So let me know, what do you want to see in the retreats? What are you excited about? So like I mentioned just quickly, virtual retreats, they're going to be recorded. If you can't make it, they're going to be uploaded into the portal. But I will say with all of the ladies who have joined so far, we are being so helpful with each other, so supportive, and we're really working together to find times for the retreats, for the group calls that work for the most amount of people, if not everyone. Because I don't want anyone to miss the retreats. I really want you to be there. And if that means we need to adjust things so that people who work or people who live outside of the United States can be there, we're willing to do that. All right. So one of the questions I've been getting is, well, what should I do if I'm not sure if the Academy is right for me? How do I know if I'm ready for a mastermind group? And I know some of you have kind of been sampling some of the things that I offer in my business. Like maybe you got my planners, or maybe you've tried the Life Editor Clubhouse and you like that monthly content, or maybe you started a business with Startup in 60, or maybe just like my blogs and videos or live streams, and you're kind of sampling life editing. But what would make you really certain that a mastermind group, this bigger commitment, this bigger program is right for you? Well, I've got 5 ways to know that a mastermind group is right for you. So number 1, if you are struggling to reach your goals on your own because you don't have any accountability or check-ins. So number 1, if you are struggling to reach your goals on your own because you don't have accountability or check-ins. I know a lot of us, we set these great goals and we just don't reach them. And a lot of times that's because the only one who cares about our goals is us. The only one who's checking in with us is us. And if there's no one in your corner, no one supporting you, no one saying, hey, did you do what you said you were going to do? Then it can be really, really easy for us to be like, oh, I'll do that later. Or, I just don't feel like doing that. Or I know that's the deadline, but I'm not going to do it. We can easily break the promises that we make to ourselves. But it's a lot harder to break those promises when we know our accountability buddies or your coach are going to be checking up with you. And I check in with my Academy members every single Monday. That's our Monday motivation email, where I'm emailing you saying, hey, start of a new week. Tell me what you're working on. Let me hold you accountable. And you better believe I always ask you, did you do what you said you were going to do last week? So if you know every morning Sage is going to be in your inbox being like, hey, did you do your work? You have more reason to do it. You have more reason not to let yourself down. And that's not a failing of you. Most people need accountability or support or someone checking in with them in order to be successful. This is most people. So if you feel like, well, I should be able to do it on my own, says who? I don't do stuff on my own. So make sure that you have that accountability and support, and you can get that in the Academy. So that's number 1. Number 2 is you need more guidance on how to actually manage your projects and stick to your habits and actually get stuff done. So maybe you have goals, but they don't go anywhere, or you're not doing things on a day-to-day basis that lead you closer to your goals. And a lot of that has to do with your project management. And one really common problem is that my clients mix up goals and projects, and they get those confused. They are not the same thing. They also might not have any kind of treats and rewards schedule. So there's nothing pulling them along every single day. They might not map out their benchmarks. So, okay, by this date, I have to hit this mark. And by this date, I have to hit this mark. And a lot of that is just things that you learn when you're learning about project management and project planning and goal setting. And if that's new to you, if you haven't really done a deep dive into productivity strategies and how to manage your goals and projects, well, then you might be kind of floundering along and not know why your plan's not working. You're like, I got this plan, but why isn't it working? And that's one thing we really do a lot in the Academy is clean up your plans and make them implementable so that you're always moving forward every single day. So it's not your fault. Like, why would you learn this stuff? These are things that I've learned over my 10 years of being a life coach. And I know the strategies that can really, really help you get clear on your goals, figure out which projects lead to your goals, and then have those daily tasks, those tiny edits, as we say, leading you closer to your goals every single day. So that's number 2 reason why a mastermind group might be the right choice for you. Number 3, you're ready for a mastermind group if you are a good team player and you would love to start supporting your Academy sisters. So this is a big part of my mastermind group is that everyone supports everyone else. You're not floundering on your own. So if you're a good team player, or if you find that it's really easy for you to support other people, but you kind of need that support for yourself too, a mastermind group would be the perfect fit for you. Because you will get to support other people, but you're going to get it right back. We're not going to have you be a martyr and support everyone else, but you don't get what you need. You're going to get what you need by being in the academy. So if you're a good team player, you want to make some new best friends, you want to feel like everyone's in it together and you're surrounded by like-minded people, the academy would be great for you. All right, number 4 reason that you might be ready for a mastermind group is you want to deep dive into the life editing process. Oh yeah, we've mentioned this before, but you can kind of sample all of my free stuff, my free blog posts, my free videos, my free worksheets, or some of my other low-level products. But if you really, really want to deep dive into life editing, you've got 2 choices. Either you do private coaching with me, so just me and you doing coaching together, or you join the academy, be a part of this mastermind group, and learn the ins and outs of life editing, like in all the nitty-gritty details. It's not going to be surface level like I do for my videos. Like for my videos and for my blog posts, I love those. But a lot of it has to be kind of surface level because it's got to be, 1,000 words or 5 minutes long. I can't really go into the great detail that I can in the academy. So if you want to do more than just surface level life editing, you're going to love the academy because we go deep. We go really deep into each step, doing different strategies that I don't share on my YouTube channel and doing some kind of like long-term challenges to really, really get the results that I want you to get, those really deep results, not just those results that you'll have for a day or 2 and then you'll forget about it, the ones that actually stick and last. And the final 5th reason that you might be ready for a mastermind group, specifically the academy, is that you have really big goals. And those big goals need sustained time, energy, and attention. So for one-on-one coaching with me, I do 12-week programs and I do VIP days, which is just a 3-hour day with me. And those are great for a lot of smaller projects, like if you need help setting up your website or creating your branding or working on some kind of project like weight loss or savings or writing a book or whatever. But the ladies who join the academy have much, much bigger goals. They don't just have like one big goal. They have like 10 big goals, and they have things that are going to need a lot of sustained time and effort, like paying off great big debts or changing careers or starting a business from scratch or totally revitalizing their health. These are long-term big goals. They need time, they need energy, they need attention, they might need money, and they 100% need support. So I love my private one-on-one clients, but they are much, much shorter. In the academy, we get a long, sustained time together. So if you have goals that are big, that are not going to be done in a one-day coaching session, that are not going to be done in a couple months, that need really long, sustained progress and sustained attention for the rest of the year, then the academy might be right for you. All right, so let's recap these 5 reasons why you might be ready for a mastermind group. And the academy might be the right choice for you. You're struggling to reach your goals on your own without accountability or check-ins. You need more guidance about how to do project planning. You are a good team player and you're looking to support others. You are ready to deep dive into my life editing process. And you have big, big goals that need sustained time, energy, money, and attention. So leave a comment below. Did any of those 5 reasons resonate with you? What's your reason for joining the academy? What is it that really pushes you to know, okay, I'm done playing small. I'm done fiddling around on my own. I am ready to be all in for a mastermind group. I don't know. Leave a comment. Let me know what is propelling you. What is saying like, now is the time for a mastermind group. Now is the time to come together and really do those big, big things that I've been avoiding. All right. Again, just to let you know, if you're watching this replay, go ahead and leave a comment, leave a question. I see all of them as they come in, and I can reply to any of your questions, even if you're watching the replay later. All right. So this is all well and good. You know what you get in the academy. You know why mastermind groups are so powerful. You know how much it costs, and you know if you might be ready for a mastermind group. So what do you really get in the academy? Sure, you get coaching and you get a book club, but what do you really get? What are those results? We want to know results. Tell us the results, Sage. So this is important. You're going to come out of the academy transformed. And how you transform and how you edit yourself is going to be different for everyone. And it's really, really specific to what your needs are, what your goals are. But I can show you some of the results that former members of the academy have achieved. And you're going to see they are all over the place because it's really what you're editing and where you are in that point of your life. So first off, started a business from scratch. Many members of the academy start businesses from scratch. Like, what could you do? What could you start if you had 5 minutes of dedicated support and coaching? Like, you could really rock out a business from scratch, even if you only have an idea for a business right now. So many of my academy graduates have started their own successful businesses. The next one's a little funny. I had an academy member who her goal was to get pregnant after years and years of infertility. And she was able to do that in the academy. In fact, she missed the last retreat because she was giving birth, which was so amazing. But I, of course, am not a medical doctor. I had nothing to do with her getting pregnant. I did not wave a magic wand and get her pregnant. The thing is, she knew what she needed to do. Her doctor had told her many times she needed more self-care. She needed to better prioritize her time, and she really needed to lower her anxiety and stress levels. So that's what we worked on together during the academy. We were able to shorten her hours at work. We were able to have her work from home a few days a week. We were able to decrease her anxiety and stress by really adding in that self-care, that white space every single day. We're making sure she was taking her days off and that she was really resting and fueling her body the right way so that she could get pregnant. And she did. So I didn't wave a magic wand or become a doctor or whatever to help her get pregnant, but she knew what she needed to do. And we were able to make the time and space for her to do that in the academy. So let me ask you, do you know what you need to do to be successful? Whatever your goal is, if it's saving money, if it's starting a business, is it changing careers, if it's improving your relationships, do you somewhere deep inside of you, do you already know what you need to do? But you're not doing it? That's what the academy is for. We take all those things that in a general sense, we know we need to be doing these things, but we actually implement them. You would be amazed by what you can actually achieve and what you can actually stick to and make progress on when you have that consistent, non-ending support, those people in your corner all the time. That's what the academy does. All right. More results from academy graduates. Tripled her business income. Woo! I am always so happy when ladies improve their business income if they have a business. You are not required to have a business if you join the academy. But for those of the ladies who do have a business, we always work on getting more income coming in without using up every single minute of the day. So we work on their active income, their passive income, their consistent income. We really fill out their sales funnel so that they can be successful in whatever their businesses are. And that's really gratifying. One of the reasons that some people might not want to join the academy is because of the investment. Again, I said it's $300 a month for 5 months, which is a total of $1,500, or it's $1,250 paid in full. So you get a little bit of a discount. And that can be really scary to invest in yourself and actually like put the money forward saying, I trust that I'm going to get something out of this. And if you have a business and you join the academy, I will say upfront that one of your very first goals in the academy is to earn back the money that you are paying me for the academy. Because isn't that the whole point? If you have a business, you must be earning money. If you're not earning money, it's just an expensive hobby. So we really put those systems in place, get your sales funnel all ironed out. We get you marketing so that you can earn money through your business. So I've noticed that any of the people who join the academy and have a business, you better be earning back that money that you're paying me. That's the whole point of it. So I will say that to any of you who do have businesses or want to start a business, you can do that in the academy, and we really hold you accountable to that. Another great result, move to Hawaii. Who else? Who else wants to move to Hawaii? Well, maybe that's not your goal, but maybe your location isn't doing it for you. Maybe it's not the right school district for your kids. Maybe you don't like the weather. Believe me, I am done living in places where it snowed. I spent 30 years living in Chicago, and now I'm like, I will never live someplace where it snows ever again. So maybe you want to move. Maybe you want a change of scenery. Maybe you want to buy a house or move somewhere different or whatever it is. So we can help you create some systems and create some consistent tasks that help lead you to those goals, whether it's saving, whether it's selling things, whether it's getting a new career, whether it's building up your business, whatever it might be. We look at all of those resources and strategies, and we create a plan that's unique to you so that you can move wherever you want. And one of my Academy members moved to Hawaii, which was so amazing. It was really great to see her bulk out her graphic design business to really have those deep conversations with her husband about where they wanted to spend their retirement, and to really get her savings in order, her investments in order, kind of just get all of her ducks in a row so that she could move to Hawaii. More results. Finally published her website and started blogging regularly. Actually, this one applies to many of my Academy members. I know a lot of people who join who are just starting out for their business or just starting off with whatever kind of work that they do, and they need some kind of online headquarters. So I'm just saying, I'm a bit of an expert of setting up websites and getting their online headquarters set up. So that's what I do with many of the Academy members. And it's really great because then you have a place to start blogging regularly and sending people through your marketing. Here's a big one. And I'm going to say it because this is life. This is life. I had a lady who finally stood up for herself after years of abuse and filed for divorce from her husband. And that was really, really powerful. And I know for a fact that she wouldn't have done it without the Academy, because she knew she wanted to divorce her husband for years before she joined the Academy, but she didn't have the support. She didn't have people who believed in her, and she didn't know how to make a plan to do it. She didn't know about getting her finances in order or figuring out where she was going to stay or what's going to happen to the kids. She didn't have any kind of a plan to go on, but she ended up creating all of that in the Academy. And we were so happy to see her finally break free from that abuse and to get a divorce and start her new exciting chapter. So I will say that we have goals, and not all of the goals we have are these bright, shiny, throw the confetti, rainbows in the sky type goals. Some of them are real goals that have to do with real life circumstances. Like divorce happens, things happen in our lives, illnesses happen, abuse happens, whatever. You might lose your job. These are all things that are much easier to handle when you have proper support, when you have someone checking in with you, when you have a clear, defined plan to follow. And that's what the Academy does so well. All right, more results. I'm going to run through these quickly because I've already had you guys here for a whole hour. But other results: quitting a terrible job, finding a completely different career path. I got to say, I'm really good at resumes. I'm really good at interview prep. So if that's something you're thinking about, I'm pretty good at helping people find new careers. Sold out her women's beach retreat. I have many clients join the Academy who are coaches, who are doing their own retreats, who are doing their own mastermind groups, and I love helping them succeed. How about health? Cut out sugar, gluten from her diet, and feels like $1 million. So if there's some kind of health goal that you have, but you don't have a plan, you don't have the support, you kind of vaguely know what you need to be doing, but you're just spinning your wheels and not making progress, the Academy is where you start making that consistent progress. And then finally, removed dangerous, toxic relatives from her lives. Like, woo, I bet we all have some toxic people in our lives that we could just got to put up those boundaries, maybe delete them from our lives. So if you have people who are not supporting you, who are not giving you the best advice, who are actually dragging you down, the Academy can help you gain confidence, make a plan, and figure out, do you need to cut them out of your lives? How do you do that? Or do you need to create strong boundaries so that you can protect your mental health and not be abused by those people? So that's a big thing that we do in the Academy. We make sure everyone in your life is supportive and adding value to your life. All right. Last quick one. I've gotten some questions about, can you join if you live outside the United States? Yes, 100% yes. I have had many, many ladies join the Academy who don't live in the United States. Like I mentioned before, 40% of my followers do not live in the United States. So don't feel like, oh, well, I'm not American, I can't join. Of course you can join. And the great part about the Academy is that it's virtual this session. So like I said, we're going to do one-on-one video calls with me. We're going to do group calls with everyone, and we're going to have those fun and engaging monthly retreats, all virtual. And of course, we're going to record everything if you can't make it for a certain time, but we're going to work really, really hard so that if you are on the other side of the world, you can be there live for some of the group stuff. So yes, of course, you can join if you are outside the United States. All right. So if you are watching the replay or if you're here live, go ahead and leave me your questions. Anything at all about the Academy that's unclear, anything about your specific situation, let me know. Again, I will say, the price, because that is the biggest question I get. The price again for this 5-month mastermind group, it is $300 a month for 5 months for a total of $1,500, or it's $1,250 paid in full. So you get a little bit of a discount. If you are feeling like the Academy is the perfect place for you, then I would love to see you apply. I have on the screen here, I just put the link where you can go to the info page with all of the details about the Academy, more in depth than what I went into during today's call. Also, there are video testimonials, which I know you guys love, video testimonials from Academy graduates. So, I mean, you could just listen to me, but don't take my word for it. I want you to actually hear the real deal, the real results, and the real experiences from ladies who have graduated in the Academy. So click this link, go to the info page, read everything that you want, watch those videos. I've got behind the scenes videos, I got testimonial videos. I've got frequently asked questions on there too. I've got pictures from previous versions of the Academy, and there's just a lot of stuff to go through on the info page. And if you love what you see on the info page, there's a box that says apply now. So click that button, it'll take you to the application. Fill out the application in as much detail as you can. And then as soon as you submit your application, you'll get another email to schedule your discovery call. And then you and I, yes, it's me, not a robot, you and I will get on a discovery call and we will go over all the information about the Academy, expectations, what your specific goals are, what you're going to bring to the group and how you'll support others. And we'll definitely talk about payment options. So I did go over the cost with you, but if you do need to talk to me more about your budget and about payment options, go ahead and apply and we'll talk during your discovery call. All right. And then after your discovery call, you'll make your payment. And then next week, I'm just looking at the, you've got until Tuesday, June 29th, 2021 to apply. Then we can do discovery calls. And then everyone will get access to our portal, to our Facebook group, to our exclusive videos and worksheets and resources, and everyone will start getting pumped up for our very first retreat in July. So if the Academy sounds great for you, if it sounds like the perfect fit, if this is what you've been waiting for, go ahead, click this link in the description, visit the info page, apply today, and I would love to have a discovery call with you and talk about why the Academy can help you reach your goals. All right, life editors. I don't see any other comments coming in right now, but if you're watching the replay, go ahead and leave a comment. I do see the comments as they come in, and I will reply to the comments. Remember, you've got until Tuesday to apply. And if you have anything very specific that you want to talk to me about, you can either apply and we'll talk during our discovery call, or you can send an email to sage@sagegrayson.com. All right, life editors, thank you so much for being here on our Life Editor Academy Q&A call. I am so excited and so pumped up for the Academy, and I would love to see you in there. All right, let me know if you have any questions, and I will talk to you again real soon. Bye.